Sweet dreamers, welcome to a new magical story. Today's story is about Pingo the Adventurous Penguin. In a land of eternal icicles and glistening snowflakes, there lived a little penguin named Pingo. Pingo lived with his penguin family in a cozy igloo on the North Pole. The North Pole was a magical place full of adventures and mystery. Pingo was different from the other penguins. While his friends enjoyed sliding on their bellies and playing fish-catching games, Pingo was always seeking adventure. He dreamed of exploring the world beyond the North Pole, to see what else existed beyond the ice and snow. One clear morning, Pingo decided it was time for his big adventure. He told his parents about his plans. His mom and dad looked worried, but they knew their little one was determined. So, they gave him their blessing and a few warm fish for the journey. With his backpack full of fish, Pingo began his journey. The North Pole was larger than he had ever imagined, and it didn't take long for him to get lost. Pingo was a bit scared, but he remembered his parents' words, "Be brave, Pingo, and always be kind." Along the way, Pingo met all sorts of animals who helped him. A friendly polar bear gave him directions to get back home, while a playful seal taught him how to slide on his belly. Pingo even made friends with some cheerful sea birds who accompanied him on his journey. After many adventures and exciting encounters, Pingo finally found his way back home. His parents were so happy to see their little adventurer again. Pingo told them stories of his journey and the new friends he had made. His parents were proud of him for his courage and kindness. From that day on, Pingo was not just an adventurous penguin but also a wise one. He realized that adventures could be found everywhere, even near your own igloo. Pingo and his friends slid on their bellies, caught fish, and shared smiling moments on the North Pole, knowing that adventure is in the heart, wherever you are. Pingo's Icy Challenge. After his grand adventure, Pingo remained adventurous and curious. He dreamed of even more exciting journeys and discovering new places. One day, while playing on the ice with his friends, Pingo heard an exciting tale about a magical ice cave deep in the heart of the North Pole. The magical ice cave was a place where the ice sparkled like diamonds, and the most beautiful ice crystals could be found. However, no one knew exactly where the cave was, as it was a well-guarded secret of the North Pole. Pingo couldn't get the thought of the magical ice cave out of his head. He knew that this time, he couldn't go alone, so he asked his friends if they would like to join him on this new adventure. The friendly seal, the cheerful seabirds, and the kind polar bear were immediately enthusiastic and agreed to go. Together, they embarked on their journey through the glistening snow plains and icy mountains. Along the way, they helped each other overcome obstacles and brave challenging situations. They crossed frozen rivers where they had to learn how to safely navigate, and they even helped a lost Arctic fox find its way home. After many days of adventures and hardships, Pingo and his friends finally found the magical ice cave. The cave was even more beautiful than they had ever dared to dream. The ceiling shimmered like a starry sky, and the walls were adorned with brilliant ice crystals in all the colors of the rainbow. They explored the cave and discovered the wonders deep within. They found an ice fountain that spouted sweet, ice-cold water, and they heard the gentle singing of the ice crystals moved by the wind. It was a magical place they would never forget. Eventually, Pingo and his friends returned to their igloo on the North Pole, filled with treasures of memories and stories. They realized that adventure wasn't just about faraway journeys but also about friendship and cooperation. Together, they had explored the unknown and discovered the magic of the North Pole. Pingo and the Ice King. After their adventure in the magical ice cave, Pingo and his friends thought they had uncovered all the secrets of the North Pole. But one day, while they were playing near their igloo, they felt a cold, magical breeze that led them to a mysterious ice palace. The ice palace was unlike anything they had ever seen. It was made of shimmering ice blocks and towers that reached up to the stars. At the heart of the palace sat the Ice King, a majestic figure clad in a sparkling ice mantle. The Ice King looked at Pingo and his friends with friendly eyes. "You have found the way to my palace," he said in a gentle voice. "I've been following you since your adventure in the magical ice cave, and I've seen how you work together and become friends." Pingo and his friends felt honored to meet the Ice King. He invited them to explore his palace and taught them about the wonders of the North Pole they hadn't yet discovered. They found secret ice rooms filled with dancing lights and talking ice sculptures. As the days passed, Pingo and his friends became close friends with the Ice King. They shared stories and laughter, and the Ice King even revealed to them some ancient North Pole legends and songs. They discovered that the Ice King watched over the power of friendship and the magic of the North Pole. But the time came when Pingo and his friends wanted to return home. The Ice King smiled and gave them a special gift, a magical ice crystal that would always remind them of their adventure and the friendship they had shared. With the magical ice crystal in their possession, Pingo and his friends returned to their igloo. They realized that there was always more to explore in the North Pole, but that friendship and sharing adventures with friends were the greatest gifts of all. And so, Pingo and his friends lived happily and adventurously, surrounded by the magic and beauty of the North Pole, knowing that friendship and the wonders of nature would always continue to inspire them. The North Pole was their home, and adventure always waited just around the corner for Pingo, the adventurous penguin.